Not one of these twos are pretty. Not one.
He's a Lady, starting now on TBS.
Previously on He's a Lady, 11 all-American men came to Hollywood to compete for a $250,000 prize. But they had no idea just what they'd have to do to win it.
Am I hot or what?
After facing a variety of challenges, 3 men remain in the game. Tonight, in their wildest adventure yet, David, Albert, and Donnell train for a pageant to end all pageants.
I've got this in the bag.
They are hit by surprise.
Jacko dancers!
After surprise.
Hemorrhoidal cream.
And in an unforgettable reunion, the men strut their stuff in front of their wives and girlfriends.
I was kind of like, God, please let this be over with soon.
In the end, one man will walk away with the $250,000.
I hold in my hand the judge's decision.
Find out who wins tonight on the spectacular finale of He's a Lady.
Well, he's tough and tall and tan. He's a macho, manly man. He's very burly. But he's taking off his jock, putting on a fancy frock and now.
In light of last night's situation with Donnell, I could not help but wonder if there's some trickery afoot.
Donnell.
Yes, sir.
Have you, sir, seen my notepad?
I know Dave thinks I took his notebook, but I didn't. But you know what? I like the fact that he's paranoid, you know? Keeps him on his toes.
You wanna give a toast?
Nope.
To
Final 3?
final 3. May the best man win.
Yeah, exactly. This morning, there was another box. We've been supermodels, bridesmaid, housewives. I mean, what else can they make us do next? Or what, lactate?
This is it. Your moment to shine. Your final challenge is to show the world all you've learned. And what better forum than a full-blown pageant?
So that means swimsuit competition, there's an evening gown competition, and at the end of it all, we have to say how we would, save the world or whatever.
Yeah.
You want world peace and more chocolate.
When I heard that I was going to be in a pageant, my outer David has that insecurity that, I'm not going to be pretty enough.
I've got this in the bag, you know. I look about as good as a guy in a dress could look. To show the world all you've learned.
The whole world. Miss World Pageant.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be creepy.
What goes on in the dressing room stays in the dressing room.
Oh, it's like Vegas.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on in our pageant workshop. You will have an on-stage interview in front of your pageant judges, and the interview portion of a pageant is usually the most difficult, and it's also the most important. In this particular pageant, you'll be asked the same question, and that final question is, what, as a lady, have you learned about being a man?
This was a really tough question. I mean, they're really asking us to sum up like the last 3 weeks into like a few sentences.
I believe Winona's beauty is from within. I think she is well-spoken. I think that she will do very well in this pageant.
Why don't we move over to the stage area and actually get you up on the stage to practice the walk? In fact, why don't you go get your heels and meet me over there?
Ooh, I like these. I've come a pretty long way as far as walking in heels, and I think I'm gonna vamp it up a little for the pageant.
Remember we said graceful, like a princess.
Okay.
Gentle.
I was running a little late, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead and take a walk. Albert's real cute. He has that southern charm that just wins with judges. It just tends to win with judges. I just would like him to be a little...
He gave me the confidence that, hey, go with the arms. Why hide a body part that I am actually proud of?
These were my basic ideas up there when I started, and then I saw your photos. And then I really wanted to continue this idea. I just think it's a fabulous dress.
The feathers, I love. Nobody else really has that many feathers on it, so hopefully they can work to my advantage. The only one suggestion was I like the cut
So you want a lower neckline?
A lower, yeah.
I mean, we could go all the way down to here, I think.
I think
What do
that
you
complements.
Yeah.
I think that complements the look, definitely.
I thought it looked really pretty. I mean, it's not something you would wear out, you know, on a casual date, but it's something you wear in a pageant, so it's fitting.
Next.
And now for the hard one.
The pink lady. I was playing around with doing like drapes here. It's really good for bigger people to have drapes.
Okay. I looked at my pictures and I had a very difficult time seeing myself wearing these things. They did not immediately strike me as flattering. I just look at that and I look at Donnell's and Albert's, and both of them exude a certain amount of femininity. That's very elegant, very seductive. Mine, it just doesn't have that same type of elegance or a sexual, feminine. Thank you. I know Mia put her heart into this thing, but you know.
Go down to the studio. You know, that's how we travel. The girls always travel in a limo, and we stopped off at the studio, and we met Carrie Ann and Ryan, our choreographers.
So how long have you been doing the woman thing?
Oh, we do it for a while.
Okay. You know you have this big pageant, and there's a huge opening number. Okay? You know, it's big. It's like 4 minutes.
I thought, no lie, we're going to go to, hey, hey, ho, you know. It was 4 minutes. That's a lot of hey, hey, ho's.
Because it is such a big number, and we don't want you guys to look bad, we've decided to bring in 3 backup dancers for you.
Yes!
Yeah?
So I'm like, oh, cool, you know, some really cute girls in bikinis that would really distract the audience away from us.
Backup dancers!
It ended up being the other guys. I was happy to see them, but I'm like, more attention on us dancing badly. This is going to be great. We need bikinis.
It was really good to see him. I mean, we all went crazy.
What's up, man? This is great, man. Look at petite. Look at this. Hey, man.
When I came out and saw them dressed as women, it was like old memories, you know, coming back to me. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Unfortunately, Cree is not able to join us. He had a family emergency that he has to take care of, so he can't join us for this. But he sends you his best wishes.
When I found out Cree was going to be there because, you know, he had a family illness, you know, I felt bad for him. But if there's a problem with your family, I mean, what takes precedent, of course? You know, you got to be with your wife.
So let's get started. I'd like you to put on your heels, though, first, to start off with, if you don't mind.
It's been so long, you know, for me, I was gone a while ago, so it's been so long.